Hey, Hella here. How's it going? We're live, aren't we? Say if you can
Yes.
hear me. I'm asking you. Okay. Yes. Hello. No, we're not cancelled, Mavka. It's quite a feminine name you've got there, Mavka and Sky. Happy birthday for yesterday and the day before, Mav. Yes, we're live. Fiery Red is here. Hi, how are you, mate? Hey, so you've got the narcissist in the thumbnail, Hella. Yes, sorry, not sorry. Narcissist. Yes. Dali's not supposed to speak until I invite him in. So I'll just mute him. Hey, CH is here. Brad is here. Safa. Let the felting begin. Let the felting begin. Candace, Lauren, and Alec. Well, I mean, it's always worth felting Alec. We've just been waiting for a moment to felt him again. Indeed. Scott is here. Hello. Future Mrs. Martin 2.0 is here. Yes. We've got the big time chatters. We've got royalty here. Nice to see you. All right, now we can bring Dolly in it.
Yay.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are ya?
Wonderful. How are you?
I'm actually pretty good. Gonna do some felting.
All right.
Sweet. All right. So this is the second one of these. We did one of these last week, a hella news, and I thought we'll do another one because there's a bit of news. And the first thing we're going to talk about is Candace Owens. Now, I don't know much about this lady. You guys would know more. I've known of her over the years. Like, she comes up in the headlines every now and again. And I thought that she was kind of, sort of, a little bit respected until
She
recently.
used to be.
Yeah, until recently, when I found out that she really thought that the president of France was married to a man.
I mean, to be fair, it's not that outlandish of a claim. She just really kind of doubled down on it and kind of threw it all in. And I hate to say it, like a woman, she kind of refused to admit when she was wrong.
And now she's being sued.
Yes, it's okay if you're wrong. You can say those words. I'm sorry, I was mistaken. You do have a vagina.
Well, now Bridget Macron is going to show her vagina, apparently, her hairy buff.
Yeah, well, apparently, I think that she's going to show a picture of herself pregnant.
Oh, is that all?
Which, to be fair, is more than we've gotten with Michelle Obama. But it's still not really scientific.
Medical evidence, they say. Medical evidence, yeah. So, I mean, maybe it will be some DNA to show she's... I don't know. I would think it'd be a picture of her muff. But nice. JC, how are you? Sal looks like Fraggle with alopecia. Fraggle with alopecia. Look, insults around here, they're $10 for him, $20 for me. So you know that, David. It's the last one I'm going to bring up, unless you pay. And how are you today? Good to see you.
Hope you're well, David. Kind of.
Oh, you've been not feeling too well lately, Fiery. That's no good. No.
Oh, God, Scott.
Oh, Laura Owens. Look, Laura Owens has just misunderstood everybody. We'll do a stream on that another day. How are you offline?
You haven't pissed off enough people.
Yeah, no, we haven't pissed off enough people lately. All right, so the reason I want to talk about Candace Owens first is because she's been banned from Australia.
Aw.
I'm not kidding.
I mean, it's not really that much of a punishment, but okay.
Yeah. No, she really wanted to come to Australia. She put in an application for a work visa to do a speaking tour. And Australia went, no. And she appealed that decision in the High Court.
I think the issue was that she said Albo did not have a penis. And they got offended at that.
Look, even our High Court would agree that he doesn't have a penis. That's our Prime Minister, by the way. But all of our High Court judges agreed unanimously that she fails the character test. We have a thing called a character test, and she failed. And they all went, no, 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 no,
Yeah.
no.
She couldn't even make beef Wellington, right?
No. From what I hear, it's pretty easy to get banned from Australia. Yeah, fairly.
David.
It's because she's black.
Oh, she should play the race card.
Hey, Andrew, how are you, mate?
Oh, hey. How you doing?
Oh, you are flying, are you? Very good. Nice to see you. Where are you off to?
Hope you're doing well.
Hello, your Prime Minister is... No, his name's Albo. And for you guys, it's probably pronounced elbow. But it's ALBO. And in fact, we've got some right-wing people who have red hats that say MAGA, make Albo go away. How based is that?
Yeah,
He's
he's
such
a
a
bit
threat.
of a tard.
He is an actual tard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
did
we
you
miss you. Miss you, Andrew. Miss you, Andrew. Hope you're doing well.
I saw
So
it was like maybe a month ago. I was gonna make fun of you for it.
what?
He apparently went out to some like event where everyone was dressed in the same thing, except he did not get the memo and was wearing the wrong shirt and had to like go back and quickly change and then
Yep.
was like screaming at his assistants and everybody was making fun of him.
I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. All right, so let's have a look at what happened to Candace just now. Okay.
Candace Owens has been barred from entering Australia by the nation's highest court. Conservative commentator Candace Owens has been barred from visiting Australia because she failed the so-called character test used to evaluate applicants before granting them visas. The case was brought before Australia's highest court after Owens challenged Home Affairs Minister Tony Burke's 2024 decision to deny her a visa under the nation's Migration Act. Burke stated that Owens had potential to incite discord in the Australian community and decided that refusing to issue her a visa was in Australia's national interest. Burke said in court documents that Owens had made extremist and inflammatory comments toward Muslim, Black, Jewish, and LGBTQIA+ communities, which generate controversy and hatred. Owens, seeking to begin a speaking tour in Australia, argued that the Migrant Act was unconstitutional because it infringed upon Australia's implied freedom of political communications. Though Australia does not have an equivalent to the United States First Amendment that explicitly states a right to free speech, the High Court has decided that the Constitution implies free speech limited to governmental and political matters. Still, 3 High Court judges unanimously decided to reject Owens' challenge and have ordered her to pay the government's court costs. Inciting discord might be the way some people make money, but it's not welcome in Australia, Burke said in the statement following this week's ruling. Australia has long used the character test to refuse foreigners temporary visas. Earlier this year, Burke stripped Kanye West of an Australian visa after he released his single Hail Hitler. Burke's 2024 decision to bar Owens from the country prompted New Zealand to reject her visa application as well. However, a New Zealand immigration official overturned that refusal in December, citing the importance of free speech. A spokesperson for Owens stated that Owens plans to comment on the High Court's decision on social media later this week.
That's nice. They'll allow Amber Heard, but they won't allow a black woman because she said mean things about other black people.
No. Amber Heard's banned for life.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, because she's not technically banned for life, but if she comes in here, she's going to get arrested. Because she broke the law.
Well.
Yeah. Kanye banned? No. Also, we banned Novak Djokovic during the pandemic because he wouldn't get vaccinated.
Who?
Novak Djokovic. You don't know who he is. He was the world #1 tennis player.
Djokovic?
Novak Djokovic.
No, Djokovic. I'm not familiar with him, but
you don't know who he is.
Glad he doesn't.
Okay. All right. He is a tennis player. Novak. Okay, so he was the world #1, and we were having the Australian Open at the time, and he was coming to retain his world #1 status, and it was the middle of COVID, and we had vaccination rules at the time. He wouldn't get vaccinated. In fact, he was a rampant anti-vaxxer, and so we wouldn't let him in. Yeah, it was a huge thing at the time. People play tennis, yeah.
I have tennis elbow.
Do you?
Yeah, that's what my thing is.
Kanye came out with a single called Happy Birthday. Did he? Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
I didn't really know. Did he?
Yeah, you didn't know?
No.
Yeah, people started, like, doing the song to, like, different, like, acapella and different beats, country. It's pretty catchy.
Right. No, this was back in 2021, I think, half Irish. So, yeah, we had that was like when the vaccines were
Yeah.
like mandatory. You could not get into the country without being vaxxed. Hey, I'm Bronze. You would remember Novak not being allowed in. It was a huge thing. Huge thing. We had a lot of athletes refuse a vax. Yeah, I'm sure. But here it was just like, if he doesn't want to go by our rules, he's not allowed in. Done. And if that means he's not going to be world number one, too bad. Roger Federer won. So, yeah.
Okay, with an asterisk.
I guess I'm not coming to Australia anytime soon. Don't think they'll let me in. Oh, why? What have you done? Now, you're allowed in without a vaccine now. But at the time, it was a huge deal. Okay, so I'll show you. Hang on. Enough. Oh, yeah. Not this. I'll show you the actual. Yeah, this is the ruling. So, like, there's a longer form version of this, but this is the one-page summary. All right. So, Candace Owens Farmer, that's her married name, I believe, versus Minister. Sorry.
Farmer.
Yeah, Farmer.
Okay.
Yeah, versus Minister for Home Affairs and Anor. Today, the High Court unanimously held, because she appealed the decision, that 501(6)(d) of the Migration Act 1958 does not infringe the implied freedom of political communication under the Constitution, and that the decision of the first defendant, the Minister for Home Affairs, to refuse the plaintiff a visa was not invalid. Don't you love how we've got the implied freedom of political communication? Everything we have is like implied. It's not, we don't have a right to political communication or free speech or anything like that. It's just implied.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like your gun rights.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't think even that's implied.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
Just like it's implied today and then tomorrow. Well, no.
Yeah.
It's awfully easy to take away.
We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay, so the plaintiff, Ms. Farmer, is a citizen resident of the United States of America. She intended to undertake a speaking tour in Australia in November of 2024. Well, she missed that one. On 12th of September 2024, Ms. Farmer applied for a visa to enter Australia to undertake the speaking tour. On the 25th of October 2024, the minister decided to refuse to grant Ms. Farmer the visa because, pursuant to S5013 of the Migration Act, he reasonably suspected that Ms. Farmer did not pass the character test, on the basis that if Ms. Farmer were allowed to enter Australia, there was a risk that she would incite discord in the Australian community or in a segment of that community within the meaning of S5016D4, that he was also satisfied that the refusal of the visa was in the national interest within the meaning of S5013D, right? So basically, the High Court can decide whether or not it's like a risks versus benefits weight analysis, right? So they can decide whether or not the implied freedom of political communication is worth it for the risk of people hearing her shit, and therefore maybe being influenced by her crap. They can weigh it up.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and decide for us whether we should hear it.
That's nice of them.
Yeah, isn't it?
Looking out for you.
Yeah, good for them, right? So yeah, because she might incite discord in the Australian community or in a segment of that community within the meaning of 501(c)(4, and that he was also satisfied that the refusal of the visa was in the national interest because, she might hurt us with her words. In making that decision, the minister said that he also considered Ms. Farmer's profile as a political commentator, author, and activist, known for her controversial and conspiratorial views.
Jeez, you say one woman has a penis, and all of a sudden you're a conspiracy theorist.
I heard she also thought that Brian Kyberger might be innocent.
I know. I knew you liked her.
What other stuff has she said, guys? I want to know.
Oh, she was kind of on the whole Charlie Kirk conspiracy theory bandwagon.
What exactly? Because that's fairly new. Like,
Oh,
what she
and
said about
Charlie
that?
Kirk started to hate Israel. She says a lot of weird stuff, and
She
then
went
like
flat earther?
1% is true, or she has evidence of, so she can then just claim that she's right about everything. The Jews killed Charlie, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Israel. That's a big one right now.
Is she anti-Semitic or is it the other way around?
She's not a fan of Israel. I don't think she hates
Right.
Jews, but because Israel kind of meddles in everything.
Okay.
And the Jewish leadership, I think, is where her issue is, not necessarily the Jewish people. Although that
I see.
point kind of often gets conflated.
I know she gets
She
a
thinks
million people on her live stream.
she thinks he was shot from below by Mossad, I guess, in their Jew tunnels or whatever.
Well, that makes perfect sense.
Or secret Jew tunnels. Joe Neerman did it.
Joe Neerman.
Right. I don't know. It's kind of, it's the hip thing to do to blame the Jews for stubbing your toe or when somebody dies. Yeah.
Well, she get along with Mel Gibson.
True.
Okay. So,
she could be Jesus in the DEI remake of Passion of the Christ.
She is pretty.
Sure.
It's a good thing she's pretty. Otherwise, she'd have no platform at all. Neiman has tunnel dust under his fingernails. Hey, Eric. Hey, man. How's it going, man?
Oh, that really was the funniest video. You saw that video, right?
Which one?
In New York. There was some tunnel underneath some building, and there's a video of Jews just coming up. They were digging under the building and making tunnels. And there's this video of this really Jewish guy, Orthodox Jew, just coming up from the tunnel. Great.
No, I've never seen this.
Literal Jew tunnels.
Jew tunnels.
It's so funny.
That's why Joe calls his members diggers. Really? Okay, no. See, I don't know much of this sort of Jewish law thing. We don't have an awful lot of that going on here. Yeah. Anyway, so in making that decision, the minister said he had considered Ms. Farmer's profile as a political commentator, author, and activist known for her controversial and conspiratorial views. We can't have conspirators.
No.
We can't. The minister found that there was a risk of Ms. Farmer's controversial views leading to increased hostility and violent or radical action. Okay, so she's going to come here, do some talks in hotels and shit, and what people are going to go outside and be like, Candace told me to bomb you.
Basically.
Right, okay.
Not that influential.
Fantastic. Ms. Farmer sought a declaration that 506D4 of the Migration Act is invalid on the ground that it infringed the implied freedom of political communication. Well, just the fact that it says implied pretty well means you're screwed, Candace.
Yeah.
Right? We don't have a 1A here. We just don't. In the alternative, Ms. Farmer contended that in deciding to refuse to grant her visa, the minister misconstrued 501(c)(4. Well, you don't. Okay. lady, you don't get what it's like to live under British rule.
Yeah.
Sorry. The High Court unanimously held that properly construed 50164 applies where, in the event that the person were allowed to enter or to remain in Australia, there is a risk that that person would stir up and encourage dissension or strife in the Australian community or a segment of that community or a kind or to the degree that is harmful to the community or segment. The court unanimously held that a 50164 does not infringe the implied freedom of political communication. No, because they can pretty much tell whoever they like to not come in. We can decide, well, the High Court can decide anyone doesn't pass the character test, basically. If we don't like you, we cannot let you in. That's it.
Guess I won't ask
So-
Bella for a reference.
Yeah. If I don't want you to come in, you cannot come in. By majority, the court held that 50164 effectively burdens the implied freedom that any burden imposed by 50164 is justified. The court unanimously held that reading the minister's decision fairly and as a whole, the minister did not misconstrue 50164 in deciding to refuse to grant Ms. Farmer the visa. Interestingly, we are currently under a leftist government, and she is considered a far right-wing commentator. I wonder if she were a far left-wing commentator, whether or not she would have had her visa even considered to be revoked.
Very true.
Wonder. So let's see what some people are saying about that. Let's go back.
Breaking news. Australia just banned Candace Owens, a political commentator, not a criminal, not a terrorist, a black woman with opinions. Think about that. A sitting government minister used the Migration Act to silence a political commentator.
We don't like
can't
those.
believe that I'm like banned from, like, I'm banned from a country. Like, what am I doing? That my country, I wasn't even going to speak about Israel, like nothing. And yet the Zionist lobby rose up and like, she can't speak. I was going to speak about homeschooling and children and my backstory and race issues. And they were like, you can't come in. Okay, but you can still download
Maybe I'd
my
riff on
podcast
the
and
Jews a
Spotify?
little
I
bit.
don't
but-
understand.
Meanwhile, the same government has flown ISIS brides back into the country.
This is interesting.
Taxpayer-funded reintegration programs and full media protection. So Tony Burke will welcome home people who joined a terrorist group, but ban a woman who speaks her mind. That's not leadership. That's cowardice. This isn't totally about Candace Owens. It's
Okay, so he mentioned ISIS brides, right? So what he's talking about is there are women who were supposedly tricked by the Taliban and taken over to Syria and married up to members of ISIS, and they were involved with trafficking and all sorts of things. And this is what the story is that we're being told, right? And now they've been given like a trip home, like a free trip home, and like housing and all sorts of things. And so they passed the character test, but Candace Owens does not, right? So yeah, lots of countries have trouble with what to do with ISIS brides. Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's probably a bit of a generalization to say, oh, well, what about the ISIS brides?
Well, were they already Australian citizens?
Some, yeah.
And
Australian citizens, I think, probably should be allowed back regardless.
yeah,
I
I mean, put them on some watch lists, but it's not.
Yeah, I don't think that's
banning your own citizens.
Yeah, I don't think that's like an all-encompassing argument. But yeah, a lot of right-wing people are sort of just putting that out there and going, "Oh, but what about the ISIS brides?" You know.
Well, it's like, okay, so you revoke their citizenship, then what country can they go to? Were they going to live in airports for the rest of their life? I mean, you can't be a person without a identity or a country. You can't go anywhere.
Exactly.
You can't travel.
Exactly. And so I think it's on a case-by-case basis. Like, you've got to look at them and go,
Yeah.
were you actually involved in anything nefarious, or were you really like a prisoner of theirs?
Yeah.
And yeah, you can't just wholly go, oh, ISIS brides, bad.
It's about Australia sliding into censorship, where bureaucrats decide what ideas are allowed and who gets punished for speaking them. Free speech isn't free anymore. It's filtered through political approval.
When was it?
If your voice offends the powerful, they will silence you. If it pleases them, you'll get rewarded. Tony Burke says this protects social cohesion. No, Tony, it protects your control. When a government fears words more than terrorism, you know democracy is dying. This is a dark moment for Australia because the world just watched us ban speech and call it safety. If this is what protecting the community looks like, then the real danger isn't Candace Owens, it's the system itself. Share this video far and wide, let people know what happened here in Australia. We are becoming a dystopian country faster than you can blink.
Dude, that happened years ago. You're like way behind. Mate, that was a long time ago. All right, let's get to this. Who's been following the Lauren drama?
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Before we go, Mapka found a video.
Oh. What the hell's that?
A Jew coming out of the tunnel. There's another view.
Oh my god. Is that AI?
Yeah.
Right. Thank you. I'm pleased that's AI.
No, it's not AI. That's real.
Oh, fuck.
That was a real video, yeah.
Very good. Patty says, I've been following the Lauren drama because that's exactly what it is, drama. Yes. Okay, now, I'm only going to cover a tiny little bit of the drama because I don't have a 9-hour stream. I don't have time for a 9-hour stream. Some people have time for a 9-hour stream. Not me. The stalker is in red. No. So that's Lana. And I only realized that she really prefers her name, or her name is pronounced Lana, not Lana. And my accent just prefers to say Lana. So I'm sorry that I've been saying Lana. So Lana is on the left, and she is doing a call out sort of video or reaction to Lauren on the right there. And I just want to give props to Lana because she's way cool. I love her. So she's from Truth and Transparency. Subscribe to her channel. She should have a way bigger platform than she does. She should have hundreds of thousands of subscribers. She works so hard. She's awesome. I love Lana. Yeah. Okay. I have time, not ability for a 9-hour stream. Yeah, I don't have either. Okay. So this all broke last week when Lauren there, blonde Lauren from Hidden True Crime, did a 9-hour sort of spurg out stream saying that I think the name of the stream was, where is it? I can't stay silent anymore. I'm being stalked and bullied and fear for my safety.
Oh.
Yeah. And okay, fine. But there's always two sides to every story. Lauren prides herself on being a journalist and running a large true crime channel, platform, whatever you like to call it. And I don't know where the subscriber count is now. It's over 200,000, something like that. 11,000 or so people watched this live for 9 hours last week. Wow. I kid you not. Yeah. And basically, yeah, she's saying she has a stalker, and the stalker is supposedly a producer of hers because
Yeah.
she hires producers.
Actually,
And
guys, we have a picture of the stalker and her together that was taken. Just brace yourselves, guys. It's a little
just
scary.
get to brace yourself. Ilya,
I'm sorry, guys.
how could you?
I know. I'm sorry.
Really? I had suspicions. You talk about her a lot.
I do.
You
We're
do.
besties.
Yeah. Well, you were.
We were
You,
best.
you
Yeah,
part of a girl group circle.
I know. She doesn't take my calls anymore or texts
No.
or my
No.
burner phones texts or my burner.
Or your benefit. Or any of your alt handles. Like, she's blocked them all, hasn't
Yeah.
she?
She has.
Like, Google won't let you
It's
make
me.
any more.
No, I'm IP banned.
You might be banned, yeah. I'm stalking Brian Etten, so I can relate to this.
We met at the Lori Vallow trial. She was very nice. Before the 9-hour video, I was not gonna say anything bad about her.
Oh, please.
Well, nothing. I wasn't gonna. Nothing too major. Because she was actually very, very nice, and even to me, like a nobody, really. She was very nice.
Oh, you're a nobody. See, this is the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is my actual issue with Lauren. And lots of people make a big deal about the fact that, like, she's got whatever fillers in her face and whatever. I couldn't give a crap what she looks like.
No.
Right? I have a problem with the way she very passive aggressively calls out other people who don't have as big of a channel as her.
Oh,
Right? So
I didn't know
this
she
is
does that.
she does it a lot.
Oh.
She does it a lot, right? So she makes out like people who don't have the same following as her are irrelevant. And she has brainwashed her followers into believing the same thing, that other channels, other people in the community who do not have the same following are not worth listening to. And especially if they say something that contradicts what Lauren and her husband say, that, well, they're just a small, channel. They're irrelevant. Yeah.
I will say one thing about her is that one slight criticism. When somebody enters the room or she notices somebody who could be on her channel that would be beneficial to her channel or has information, she jumps up quicker than anyone I've ever seen and runs over to them.
Right.
Like, she's there. You turn around, she's already there. And like one of Lori Vallow's family members was there. I think Kay.
Yeah.
Might have been Kay. And she was like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go. And she ran over there. So it was a little disconcerting.
And I mean,
Morbid.
okay, so she's a go-getter. That's fine, right? I've got to give people props who work very hard.
Yeah.
I think she probably does work very hard.
She does. Absolutely. Like, she was sitting there the entire time,
Yeah.
looking at thumbnails, comparing different thumbnails, typing stuff out, getting stuff ready. I sat next to her on opening, and I was nearby on closing when I went the 2 days. She and her assistant were working the entire time, and she was doing a very, very good job. So I won't take that away from her.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a lot of hard feelings over what happened at the Delphi trial.
Yeah.
To be fair, and when I don't mean like I wasn't there at the Delphi trial, I mean the way the coverage came out from Hidden True Crime on the Delphi trial. Basically, she had, well, her and her husband supposedly being a doctor of clinical psychology or whatever it is, diagnosing Richard Allen
Oh,
via from arm's length, not even arm's length, via his wife's producer taking notes, relaying them to her, and then her talking to him on a live, and then him making some sort of diagnosis that he was not having a psychotic break when he made his confessions, therefore he's guilty. That's disgusting. And it's all for entertainment purposes anyway. And then basically from then on in deciding that the defendant is guilty prior to the trial even getting to defense case, yes. So, and people can have their own opinion, but when you have a platform like this, you have to have some idea of how much influence you have over other people's opinions, and take some responsibility for that. And I feel that sometimes these creators who they're very happy to have influence until their influence is important and people are that they're making important decisions about what they support and being called out for it, and then it's like, well, people can make their own decisions, they're not stupid. Well, I can't believe HTC thinks people's court cases are her entertainment. Yeah, well, that's actually what I really want to talk about. So here's the thing. There's all this sort of back and forth mean girl kind of stuff going on with this. But what I really wanted to talk about was the fact that Lauren has a problem with law and crime wanting to be at her court hearing, right? So that to me blows my mind. It just shows so little self-awareness. And then for her chat to agree with her.
yeah.
What? And I think that Lana also mentioned that as well. So let's just have a look.
Hey, Paul.
How are you, Paul? Hang on. Share this instead.
Law and crime clearly had an interest in this.
Okay,
And what it looks like to me is exactly what Vanessa
Boomerang.
Walsh did to me.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, that's okay.
You can just see her mouth open, right?
Yeah.
Somebody is
That's weird. I'm just going to stop sharing for a second and start again. Hang on.
Exactly, Wanda. She makes a living on other people's trials being broadcast, but hers is off limits. Exactly. Because it's not entertainment. She's not a public figure. She's a public figure, but she's not a big public figure. So
I'm not Gwyneth Paltrow.
trying to get in front of something.
Why can't you see that? That's so weird.
is her mouth moving?
Yes. Oh, hang on. No, it's not.
And this is
Can you
Can you
pathetic.
hear that?
Yeah.
Law and crime decided that they deserved to have cameras in the courtroom while I am explaining what my family has been going through for months. The law and crime, I don't know, is it a slow true crime month? They thought that my family's pain
Down.
should be live streamed on their trial channel.
Wow, if that is that is some gaslighting right there. Wait, what?
Go, Lana.
What? Dude, law and crime is now catching all of this heat because of this opening. I can't stay silent anymore. I'm being stalked and bullied and fear for my safety.
Aww.
Wow.
Poor thing. I hope she's okay.
Okay. Well, so wait, you withdrew and you didn't have this hearing that you already went and filed and did all this shit for? You withdrew because Law and Crime was going to be there. Well, why didn't your awesome attorney put in a motion to combat that? Why didn't he object to it? You can file an objection, just like we do in every other trial when media wants access. Okay, well, why aren't you objecting to it?
Yes. See?
Did you object?
Brilliant, right? But she didn't.
Nope.
Yeah? So that's a really, really good point, Lana. Law and Crime put in a motion for media access.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very standard. I've done it before. Anyone can do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it gets denied, sometimes approved.
Exactly. Right? Sorry, Ma, who's Jigsaw? Is that Christina?
It's from Saw. It's the doll with like plastic face.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you a picture. Just keep talking.
Okay. Yeah, Crimea River. Exactly. Yeah, so here's the thing. What I found out since is there was another hearing, right? And Laurie Hellis, who is a lawyer who used to be on Lauren's channel, has spoken about this on her channel, and I'll show you that in a sec, right? She was subpoenaed to be at the hearing, and it was actually continued to go for another day. And it was supposed to be on October 16th, and that was the hearing that Lauren decided to call off because Law and Crime came in the middle and did this media request for. So it goes to this question of what's your problem, Lauren? Like, why have you decided that Law and Crime being there is such a big drama for you? And why is it okay for other people to have their court hearings streamed but not yours? I'll just play a little bit more of this.
Did you lose? Why would this be public interest? Because you're a public limited figure, that's why. And because the other people are public limited figures. And because what's going on here is a bunch of fucking lies. And they need to be exposed.
I'm a limited public figure. I'm just a mom who has a YouTube channel. And yes, I've become a limited public figure. I'm not Johnny Depp. I'm not Amber Heard. I'm not Gwyneth Paltrow.
No.
I am a mother trying to protect my family and my little boy.
Okay.
I didn't hear one thing last night about how this affected a child. In fact, let me show you something.
Seriously.
Yeah, this.
Well, I'll show it here in a minute.
You're right, Teresa.
I am a journalist who has never, ever in my life heard of anyone streaming a civil stalking injunction.
Bullshit.
Ever. It is not something you do.
And so let's think about that. Why would they?
Okay, I've got some theories. Firstly, that's crap, right? They were streaming the Bullhorn Betty civil hearings, right? If you don't know who Bullhorn Betty is, she is also a really painful true crimer, also, who was supposedly, allegedly, stalking the family of Sebastian Rogers. And they took out a stalking case against her, and that was streamed.
Yeah.
Right. So, and she's not a Gwyneth Paltrow or a Johnny Depp.
No, they went after Ricada.
They went after Ricada. Yes, they did go after Ricada. You're absolutely right. Right. So this is not unheard of whatsoever. Now, this big audience that Lauren is so proud of, right? The 11,000 people that were watching, and I think this stream of hers is well over 200K now views. Think about this for a second. It's pure math, right?
Yeah.
Lauren Crime, look at it and go, well, her streams do very well. So people are interested. So we just put the cameras in the courtroom, or we get access to the Zoom feed, and we get all her viewers and anyone who doesn't like her as well.
Yeah.
So we can double it or triple it. Maths. Done. Simple.
Like,
It's very,
she's
very
never
easy.
been on the internet. Like, I can only imagine if Kiwi Farms ever found out about her. The
Yeah,
stuff
is she
they
new
do.
here?
The
Like,
way some sections of the internet go after people is a little terrifying. And this is just like, as far as I can tell, just slight criticism, or, you know, going after, kind of trolling her a little bit.
mm,
But it's like, good Lord, this is like tame compared to the stuff I see on the internet. The stuff Nick Rekieta went through. Some can argue deservedly so,
yeah.
regardless if you think so or not. He went through a hell of a lot because of the internet. So this is like nothing.
This is nothing in comparison. Yeah. And actually, Lana's live, which I've linked, by the way, talks a lot about the fact that Lana herself, Lana. It's so hard for me with my accent. Lana went through a case of stalking with, I think it was one of her followers.
Mm.
And she literally had things sent to her in the mail that blew up. Right. Like, she went through actual stalking at her house. Like, she had someone who was off their chain crazy after her. And what Lauren is talking about is someone posting things on TikTok that she doesn't like.
Yeah. Hidden true lies.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what we're talking about here. Hey Steve, how are you? Good to see you. Sorry, I missed your hello. Good to see you, mate. All right, so let's move on. Hello.
Let me see.
Okay, this. Yep. All right. Now enter Laurie. Now Laurie is a lawyer, and this is Laurie down here. Right there, you can see her. And hello to Overthinker, formerly known as Classic Overthinker. And if she turns up in chat, that's great. She is a Aussie. And over on X, she made this little clip. Also of Lana responding to Lauren. P.S. Lana has nothing to do with any of this. She's just reacting. And a couple of reasons why I'm choosing to clip and respond to Lana's is that it's a little bit harder, I think, for me to be copyright struck via Lana's stream than if I were to go directly from Hidden True Crimes, because Lauren has been known to do the old strikey, which is not a nice
Love you,
thing to
bestie.
do.
Don't do that.
Yeah, please don't do that. This is all very much fair use.
We're
Commentary.
friends, you know, just
Yeah, and I'm sure Lana wouldn't do that. But I mean, she could try, but let's not, because this is all commentary. But still, also, I really appreciate Lana's take. As you can see, she's based, but she has nothing to do with any of this. She's just reacting. But Laurie here, this lawyer here, she does have something to do with this. She was at CrimeCon, and at CrimeCon, a lot of shit went down, which caused there to be a hearing.
right.
And she actually, Laurie here, she was subpoenaed to be a witness at the hearing. I didn't know this until just now. But I just wanted to show this little clip. Let's go.
So, ma'am, It's not defamation if it's true. And it's not stalking just because you don't like it when people tell the truth about your vicious, unethical, dishonest, and unkind behavior. You're running scared because you're afraid that the 317,000 people who support your way of life might finally learn the truth about you, and you might lose your cushy lifestyle. You are a middle school mean girl in an overfilled, Botox grown woman's body. Grow up. There's an old adage that says, if you come for the king, you better not miss. When you start weaponizing the law to destroy your competition, you better be right, because there are a lot of us out there who actually know and understand the law.
So I do like Botox.
Show me a smile.
Okay, I've got to stop it there because if I keep it going, I'll get a strike. But when I mean a strike for the song.
Music.
But yeah. that lawyer Laurie is kind of based. I don't mind her. Yeah, she's roasting her. Okay, so I need to take you now to, hang on, let me just go to the next one. Yeah, I can't see it on this, but I can go to the link. Here we go. Oh. Now, can you hear that or not?
Muted.
I'm gonna have to start yelling at chat. I'm gonna have to start yelling at chat like Sean. It's just no. I know what it is. Okay, I'll try again. All right, so this is Laurie, right? And I need to put her in context a little bit. So Laurie is a lawyer, and she calls herself the good Laurie, like as in not Laurie Daybell, right? And she is on YouTube because she met Lauren at some point years ago and was a guest on Lauren and John's channel talking about the Laurie Daybell and Chad Daybell case. So being from Utah and knowing the Utah, was she Utah or Idaho? Might have been.
Who? Laurie?
This one here. I don't know if she's from Utah or Idaho, but she knows the laws, right? So
Is she different than the Murdaugh Laurie?
Murdaugh Laurie.
Yeah, lawyer Laurie or whatever for Murdaugh.
Oh, yeah, this is not lawyer Laurie. No.
Okay.
No, I should look anything like her. Okay, so she met Lauren and John. She went onto their channel and she was on their channel for about a year, right? And people liked her. And then Lauren sent her a message one day saying, I don't think that we want you on our channel anymore for some reason, right? And that's fine. And then a few weeks later, people said that they missed her and she decided to start her own channel. And as things happen with competition and stuff like that, this Laurie lady said that Lauren just happened to start streaming at the same time as her. Oh, I couldn't get a babysitter and that kind of thing. Yeah. So whatever. But Laurie's channel's done quite well. She's got 8,000 subscribers and she's got a decent chat, but that's nothing as far as Lauren's concerned. She's just like nothing, right? Yeah, irrelevant. But Laurie, the lawyer, she went to CrimeCon, right? And she is here going to tell us a little bit about why or what happened and why she ended up being involved in this lawsuit. She's not the stalker, right? She's not the producer. She's nothing to do with it. But she knows what happened with the dropping of the, well, not dropping of the suit, but why she pulled out of.
She pulled out
the hearing. Yeah. I'll just get to it. Here we go.
Bias of hidden true crime. They were friends for about a year, and over that year,
Conjunction.
she started seeing some red flags about how Lauren treated former friends and associates, including me. Christina had started posting TikTok videos.
Okay, so Christina is the alleged stalker, right? So she's the one that there is is it a TRO, temporary restraining order? Yeah, she's the one that there's a temporary restraining order against.
And I thought it
so-
was the Munchkin girl that was at the Lori Vallow trial with her. But apparently it was, I think she got brunette hair. She was also at the Lori Vallow
Yes.
trial, but I never ran into her.
Yeah.
But the Munchkin girl was defending her.
Yeah.
She's nice, though.
In which she talked about how a friend had turned out to be toxic. Most of the
Not me.
videos didn't identify Lauren by name. One had a recording of her voice, and one was video of Lauren caught during a hot mic moment outside a courthouse.
This one.
I had nothing to do with the making of any of those videos. So Christina told me she and several other people who were former friends of Lauren's were going to be going to CrimeCon. And they were telling me
she's got a sniffle.
that they felt bad about the way that they had rallied to Lauren's side and taken as gospel all of the things that Lauren was saying about me. And they were kind of apologetic about it. And
we didn't believe her.
We chatted. I think I talked to Christina once on the telephone and a few DMs exchanged. And so we were both going to CrimeCon, and she said she wanted to meet me. So Christina and I met the first evening that I got there. And when I got there, she told me that Lauren had filed a stalking order against her in Utah. Now, Christina lives in Utah. Lauren does not live in Utah. Christina lives in Utah. Lauren went to Utah and swore out a stalking order complaint against Christina.
Can you believe it?
This is so unusual.
Lauren and Christina, from what I understand, had been in the same place a couple of different times because they were both attending trials. But other than that, they don't live close by and they don't socialize anymore. So she told me that Lauren had filed for a stalking order and that they had attempted to serve her at her home, but she wasn't home. The next morning, which was Friday morning, the beginning of CrimeCon, Christina told me that she was served with this order in Colorado. Now, I did criminal and family law, and I have seen a lot of stalking and domestic violence orders in my. When I read the order, I thought it was outrageous. Lauren was alleging that she was in fear for her safety because Christina had posted negative things about her on TikTok. Because the orders are issued ex parte, her had the opportunity to tell her side of the story to a judge. Lauren demanded, and the judge ordered, that Christina not be permitted to be anywhere near Lauren, her family, or her employees.
Wait a minute, hang on. We're just going to interrupt this very important broadcast with something. What's that? What's that?
Oh, that's Jigsaw.
Oh, why are we looking at that?
Well, this was like 10, 15 minutes ago. I pulled it up and we never got to it and we forgot. And now it doesn't make any sense.
It's fantastic.
Employee. At Lauren's demand, the judge also ordered that Christina was not to post anything online about Lauren. That's a clear violation of Christina's First Amendment rights. So, because of the restraining order, the CrimeCon organizers told Christina that she couldn't participate in any of the CrimeCon activities, or she couldn't be in the CrimeCon space, even though Christina had purchased a very expensive VIP ticket for the weekend.
Why would you do that?
They couldn't, however, keep her from staying in the hotel.
Okay, so I got Christina. If you're watching this, here's your mistake. Going to CrimeCon at all. Like, what the fuck are you doing there, lady? And you bought a VIP ticket? What does that get you? Like, do you get to sit on Vinny's lap?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, do you get to have dessert with Brian Etten? What do you get to do? What I really want to know what the VIP experience is. Oh, hang on, I know.
I know.
Oh,
You get to find out if Nancy Grace is actually a man.
and you get to do a DNA test on her.
Yeah.
Remember we saw what the VIPs were doing? There was a bunch of like
Oh,
fat old
yeah.
women, and they were all like doing fingerprint tests on wine
Yeah,
glasses.
they were all fingering each other,
They were
wine
fingering each
glasses,
other.
and
It
it was just
that was them. She missed out. Unbelievable. Naked Twister.
see Nancy's nip, not a man.
That was scissoring.
Scissor me timbers.
On Saturday evening, I was having a drink in the bar with several people, and Christina was there. The bar in this hotel is huge, and there was plenty of room
And
for
dry
everybody
now.
and plenty of space for everyone. It was busy. There were a lot of people there. They had the awards night, and it had just let out. So there were lots of people coming
the
to the
awards
bar
night.
afterwards. While we were sitting there, we saw Lauren's minion, the person she
munchkin.
claims is her producer, cruise through the room at least
Minion.
once.
Come on,
And
say
it was really
munchkin.
clear that she was looking for somebody. She was checking out the crowd, and this wasn't just casual.
She does that.
She was looking for somebody.
Oh,
Not long
wait,
after
sorry.
that, the local
What was that?
She so does that. The minion, like, she does everything for Lauren. I even saw
Really?
one person, I did not see this, so I don't know if it's true, but apparently Lauren was trying to, like, get a shot or something and was thirsty, so, like, the minion outside the Lori Vallow trial lifted up her Stanley cup for Lauren to take a drink from it,
No.
and I can believe that to be true. I did not witness it, I saw somebody say that was there.
What, she couldn't drink on her own?
Well, she was, like, trying to take a video and ask a reporter a question. And,
Yeah.
like, focused on that. So she needed assistance drinking.
Oh, she was holding her own camera up.
No, she was holding her Stanley cup of liquid for Lauren to drink.
No, was Lauren holding her own camera
Yeah.
up? Oh, well, there you go.
It was still very awkward, sounded like. Is the minion hot? Yeah, I call her a munchkin, but she's kind of cute in a chipmunky way. I wouldn't mind.
So the minion that you saw
Mhm.
would have been the same minion that probably Laurie here
More than
saw.
likely,
More than
'cause
likely.
minion is a good description for her.
Minion is young.
Yeah, she was
Too much.
young. Blonde,
Okay, so half Irish.
short.
Lauren said apparently that she likes Botox, but there's none in her face, which I don't care, right?
Okay,
But
silicone then.
But I think it's fillers. Like looking at her, like that looks like fillers to me, not Botox. But whatever, who cares?
Well,
Yeah.
Patty, I do have a fun story about that. When I got the picture with my bestie Lauren, I did tell her that my friend is going to be very jealous because my friend loves watching you. And she said, "Oh, that's so sweet. What's your friend's name?" And I, of course, said Hella.
Oh, you did, you asshole.
And she said, "Oh, Hella? Oh, tell her she's a gem."
Fuck off.
And I was so happy inside.
Yeah, I bet you were. Yeah, see, like, look at the puffy bits. Like, yeah. It's just, that's quite a few $1,000s worth of filler. But anyway, that's fine. That's what she wants to do. I don't have a problem with her face. I just have a problem with
Her
the behavior.
personality.
That's all. Like, just be nice to people. That's all.
Yeah, the only person I got a picture with that entire day, I could have got one with Nate and a few people, was Lauren.
Why?
And it was just
I would
done.
get a photo with anybody. None of these people are important.
I don't care about photos. I only got the photo to piss you off. And it was
It
so
did.
worth it.
It works.
And I like
Yeah.
to this, like 6 months later, I'm still getting use out of this photo. 6
True.
months.
It's true you are. Yeah. Well, you couldn't have expected this to happen. And this is
No.
going to get worse. Like this drama is going to get so much worse.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
have I finished? No, she's about to talk about what happened with the hearing. Hang on.
Aurora, Colorado police showed up and called Christina away in a conversation. It was really embarrassing for Christina. And after a conversation for a few minutes, they told Christina she had to leave the bar because Lauren wanted to come in. So Christina left. One of the people sitting with us was Anjanette Levy from Law and Crime.
Anjanette was there.
So that's all I really know about that instance. I finished my drink and went to my room. And I left the next day about noon when CrimeCon was over. I didn't have many other conversations other than the fact that I knew that Christina was going to go home and file for a hearing on the issue of this stalking order. So in the stalking order, Lauren claimed that she was being caused severe emotional distress because Christina's mere presence in the hotel. And I'll get to that. In some of her affidavits, she claimed that she was being caused severe emotional distress because Christina was in the hotel. So when Christina got back to Utah, she engaged a lawyer and filed for a hearing so the judge could get to the bottom of the allegations. Now, the Utah law says that a person commits the act of stalking if the person intentionally or knowingly. Now, the U.S. Supreme Court talks about reckless being a mental state for the law, but Utah says that that it has to be intentionally or knowingly. Those are both mental states that require somebody to do something proactively. It's not just that it recklessly happens. Engages in a course of conduct directed at a specific individual and knows or should know the course of conduct would cause a reasonable person fear for the individual's own safety or the safety of a third party, or would cause that person to suffer emotional distress. So stalking orders have always been sort of a fine line because they absolutely impact people's free speech. And it really is where civil law and criminal law kind of intersect. So the Wednesday I got back from CrimeCon, I, on my own, because I'm a grown-ass adult, did a live where I talked about what had happened at CrimeCon. I
Good point,
also told you all
Patty.
for the first time
Oh,
about
she
what
would
Lauren had
so
done
do
to
that
me,
too.
including that she got a hold of an advanced copy of my manuscript of my book on the Vallow case, and without permission, sent it to her followers.
Pause.
And that she then harassed my publisher.
So
That is so on it.
is that how they found out then? That would make sense if there was a big spurg out between the two of them.
The cops turned up, right? So she
Had the RO been filed at this point?
Yeah, because
Okay, and because they didn't know the first hearing.
No. Listen. So Christina is staying in the hotel. This is the Saturday night, right?
Yeah.
Christina's staying in the hotel, but she's not allowed to attend the event. Because on the Friday, the cops had turned up and said, hey, there's a restraining order against you. So you're not allowed to go near Lauren. Right. So you can't attend the event, but they can't stop you from staying in the hotel. But you need to stay away from Lauren. So you can't attend the event. All right. You can stay at the hotel, but you got to stay away from her. Right. And so she's staying in the hotel still, but on the Saturday night, because she wants to go to the bar, the cops are there. Like Lauren must have called them, right? Must have. Don't know why else they'd be there, to make sure that Christina doesn't go near Lauren. Anjanette must have witnessed it. I won't speak for her, right? But if our theory is adding up,
yes,
then Laurie says that she was at a table with Anjanette and Christina was there with them. Is that what she said? Christina was there with them.
Yeah,
Well, she saw Christina,
she saw it.
and yeah. This is Crime Con. So this was the Saturday night, and she said also that it was a big bar setting, like huge, and people were starting to come out from the awards, right? But Christina wasn't allowed in there because she had to give up her ticket, VIP ticket, etc., because she can't go in there because there's a restraining order against her, right? So the restraining order exists already. Temporary restraining order exists already. Yeah. And then there's, well, Laurie's going to talk about it in a minute, but there's going to be a hearing, an injunction hearing about what happened. But yeah, it's possible that that's how Lauren Cohen found out.
You need to DM her.
I could. She might not want to tell me. Yes, Lauren Crime put in an order for cameras October 4th and another on October 14th. Well, the October 4th one would have been, well, Laurie's going to talk to say it in a minute, because there was a hearing set for October 16th, which never happened.
Yeah, and the gay Crime Con took place September 5th through 7th at the Gaylord Rockies.
What's this lady's name again? This is Laurie, Lori, like as in Laurie Daybell, but she's not Laurie Daybell. She's the good Laurie. Laurie Hellis, Hellis. Yes. No matter what, if Christina had to leave the bar so Lauren could enter, everyone's going to know. Yeah, that's. It seems like it was a bit of a brouhaha. I do want to know. I am gonna message her. I don't know if she'll talk to me about it. Like I message her from time to time. We message each other, but not. I don't know if she'll want to talk about this. Hey, 1999 super sticker. Thank you so much. 2.0. Who is Christina? So just to put this in context, Christina is a former producer of Lauren and is now supposedly her stalker. So she's the one who has the restraining order taken out against her. Yeah. All right, let's keep going.
Claiming that I used her materials and tried in general to interfere with my business relationship with my publisher and undermine the success of my book. So I told you all about that. Well, a hearing was scheduled on the stalking order between Lauren and Christina MacArthur. And one of the things that Lauren accused Christina of doing is of putting me up as a third party to doing something that Christina wasn't allowed to do. And so she accused Christina of violating the stalking order because of my live. Because of that, Christina's lawyer subpoenaed me. Lauren also claimed.
Hello.
So I saw these pleadings, these declarations, because they involved me. They involved Lauren accusing Christina of having put me up to doing something that she was forbidden to do under the stalking order, which absolutely wasn't true. In those declarations, Lauren also claimed that she was under such horrible emotional distress that she was thinking about hurting herself because of Christina's posts. This is a tender subject for me. Those who know me well know that someone very close to me took their own life. And it was an incredibly traumatic experience for me. It had far-reaching impact on my life.
Not yet, Eric.
And nothing makes me angrier than somebody making those types of claims for clout. Now, do I know her state of mind? I don't. But I'm very suspicious, given the circumstances. And I am very resentful of anyone who makes that sort of threat as a way to manipulate people. That's my emotional baggage. So The court set a hearing for September 22nd. Christina's lawyer subpoenaed me because of this allegation, and so I attended the hearing by Zoom. They didn't get it, but I was I was present during the entire hearing. They could not. The judge had two people who were from out of town, who were people who had been at CrimeCon with Christina and who had also been friends with Lauren, who were there to testify. So they took their testimony.
So this is interesting. So this is a hearing that no one got to see, right? So she's going to talk about the hearing no one got to see, and then about how the next hearing never happened.
It was clear that this hearing was going to probably take the better part of a day, and so the judge didn't have enough time to hear the whole thing, and then continued it until October 16th. That's today. The hearing, or actually, is that tomorrow? I can't even keep track of the days. It's tomorrow. And so the hearing was continued until October 16th, which is tomorrow. During that hearing, Lauren stayed out of the courtroom, claiming that she was traumatized and demanding that everybody leave because she felt threatened by Christina and her friends being in the courtroom. The judge refused, saying that the court's open to the public, and the judge heard the two out-of-town witnesses and rescheduled the remainder of the hearing.
What?
Last week, there was a media request to cover the hearing. Lauren and her attorney filed really vociferous objections to allowing the media to cover that hearing. And over those objections, the judge granted the media request and permitted, you guessed it, Law and Crime to cover the hearing. Yesterday, on the 14th, Lauren's attorney filed a motion to continue the hearing, and the judge denied the motion. Now, one of the things that the judge talked about at the September 22nd hearing was the fact that this was going to take a long time, and that they were expecting that Christina McArthur's free speech rights were going to continue to be violated, and they wanted that order to continue. The judge did modify the order, saying that Christina was allowed to post on social media, and she wasn't precluded from that. So yesterday, after the judge, and the judge was very clear to get this case heard, because he had some real concerns about whether or not Christina's rights were being violated by continuing the order.
Yeah.
And so yesterday, Lauren's attorney filed a motion to continue the hearing that was set for tomorrow. And the judge denied the motion. I think probably because we'd already started the hearings, and Christina had to wait almost a month in order to have her rights restored, or her rights considered, and her evidence considered. And so when the judge denied the motion to continue, Lauren asked the court to vacate the stalking order completely. Now, this is not the behavior of someone who is genuinely afraid for their safety and their security. This is not the behavior of someone who is convinced that their physical safety is at risk. This is my opinion, which I am absolutely entitled to. My opinion is—
Okay, so a few things. I think that commentary was relevant because it spoke to the timeline of the hearings and who the players were that were involved. I really appreciate that this woman has carefully spoken about how Christina's rights were potentially going to be violated if this went on and on and on. And she also had to be dragged into it as well because she was there and saw what happened. I understand how it can seem a little bit like gossip, and to a degree it maybe is. But you got to remember that there was a 9-hour live by Lauren where she got to say her side of it to many tens of thousands of people, and they ate it up like pudding. So it's free speech. If you want to hear the other side of it or at another side of it, it's nice to be able to. TRO is just one side, and that's the thing. So yes, like you only get to hear Lauren's side. You don't get to hear what Christina thinks about it. And if all Christina is doing is putting some things up on TikTok which hurt Lauren's feelings, that's not really making Lauren feel unsafe, right? Is it? If she feels unsafe, then that's, well, sorry. But I mean, maybe there's more to it. There could be more to it. But you've gotten up on YouTube and told everybody that you and your son feel unsafe. Well, like Lana said, if Law and Crime were to cover it and you really did feel unsafe, like, we'd all know about all that, but you stopped that from happening, right? What kind of pudding? All that takes 9 hours? Yeah. The whole 9 hours thing was very strange. It was very strange. The first hour or so was pretty much about how dare this be like public, and then I can't get over the sort of performative nature of the whole thing, and just the lack of self-awareness. What was the alleged stalking behavior? I missed that part. Well, this idea of so she has a TikTok account. It's called Hidden True Lies. She was posting things up there about Lauren and her behavior. She's taken some things down. One of them was a part of an Eminem song, and it apparently had some violent connotations to it, and it also clipped the part about, oh, you should eat some worms or something. And it's like, are you for real, lady? Like, that bothers you? Like, her chat was all like, that's a threat. I know. So you started a hate channel. Yes, she did. She started a hate channel about Lauren. Troll account or parody account is stalking now. Worms. Yes. So look, as I thought that was part of your First Amendment. I mean, not nice. It's not a nice thing to do, but I thought you were allowed to do that, actually. Yeah. Anyways, is there an Eminem song that doesn't have violent connotations? No, I didn't think so. Exactly. They're pretty much all like that. I would like to find the episode where she talks about Lauren fact-checking her book and harassing her publisher. Hang on, let me just click
Air out our dirty laundry, so to speak.
Wait, when was this again? A week and a half ago.
There is a particular YouTube creator who is stirring up lots of drama by weaponizing the law and law enforcement to target her competition.
I don't know what she's talking about.
She can't do that. You know how I know? Because I studied the Constitution and defamation law in law school.
Okay.
Remember, I'm a lawyer. So let's talk about defamation and free speech. The U.S. Constitution and all 50 states protect speech. Congress shall make no law abridging the freedom.
Yeah, okay.
What about the 51st state?
No, see, they won't let Candace in either.
True.
Yeah. All right. Now, guys, Here's something fun.
Aw. Apparently Hannah Reid was the mechanic of the car.
Oh, really? It's all her fault. Everything's always her fault. Come on, play. Oh, stupid TMZ. Why is this going so slowly?
Alec Baldwin.
Okay, if you're going to be like this, TMZ, I'm going to dick you and use somebody else's footage.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to do this one instead.
Dash cam video showing the moment actor Alec Baldwin crashed his SUV on the east end of New York's Long Island. The video is from the front-facing camera on a commercial truck. You're seeing the truck here making what's believed to be a legal right turn, and then it slows down.
Seconds later, Baldwin's SUV is seen hitting a mailbox and a tree off to the right side of the truck. The actor, an outspoken hater, claimed on social media that he was driving his wife's Range Rover with his brother Stephen Baldwin in the passenger seat. He said he was trying to avoid hitting this truck, so he veered off the road into the tree. It does not appear, though, that anyone was injured in the crash, but obviously not Baldwin's first encounter with police. Now the was he trying to squeeze around the truck? Was he not paying attention and didn't see the truck until the last second? But great video there to show at least the moment that it all.
Our special guests are here with us in studio. Nan Hayworth, former New York Congresswoman, board member of the Independent Women's Forum, and Rob Taub, Newsmax columnist. Welcome back to you both. Apparently, Baldwin went on Instagram and he said that he crushed his wife's car, feels bad about it, but it's all fine. I'm fine. My brother's fine. Saying, Hilaria, I love you more than anything, and I'm very proud of you.
Oh, what's
Just
that got to do with anything? Why did he do like an Oscar speech afterwards?
Well,
right?
she doesn't. She likes it when he talks about her.
Yeah, of course. Right, okay, so we're going to look at that.
I love how they got the cell phone picture of Baldwin again.
Yeah, okay, no, we will look at the memes in a minute. Okay, so for anyone who is not across this, Alec Baldwin has gone and made a complete dick of himself again.
Shock.
Yep, shock. Fortunately, no one died this time, but I mean, it's only a matter of time before he kills somebody else. And he crashed his Range Rover directly into a giant tree. And there is his brother, Stephen Baldwin, looking really spaced out and like he's in his grandmother's.
That's Lauren Stalker there.
Oh, yeah.
See how I kind of, tied the segments together.
Nice.
I mean, he really looks so creepy.
He looks so creepy.
Like, your face is fine, dude. It's just your hair. And, I'm the last person to talk about somebody's hair, but for God's sakes, dude, like, can you do something normal? Like, less serial killery?
To be fair, he didn't realize that his brother was going to be in another altercation with the police.
He looked like that when he was in court behind his brother.
Yeah. Yes. So,
yeah,
God damn, bro, Alec is a fucking mess. Yeah, I love this. There seems to be a pattern here. Guns don't kill people. Alec Baldwin kills people. It's not my fault the arborist was supposed to make sure the Range Rover didn't have a tree in front of it. He was assured the Range Rover was not loaded with gas. At least he didn't murder anyone today. The tree before it was struck by Alec.
Yeah, well, Trump was driving the garbage truck, so.
If you had this wife, you would too, yes. What in the world is Stephen Baldwin wearing? Holy fuck! Is he wearing
Yeah.
shorts over the top of his pants?
Yeah, he's an odd one.
He's definitely not hugging a tree. Well, his Range Rover is.
I think the strangest thing about Stephen Baldwin is he's the only brother of the Baldwins that gets along with Alec.
Fair. Wasn't he on Celebrity Rehab?
Oh, I'm sure.
Mm.
It's about all he's done in his career.
No, Hilaria. This incident involved a different kind of shot. All right, let's watch his cope on Instagram.
But this morning I was in this car accident. Guy cut me off in a truck, big garbage truck. I mean, a garbage truck the size of a whale. I've never seen a garbage truck. It must have been something commercial.
Size of my eye bags.
Taking away material from construction or something. It was the biggest
You related to
garbage
George
truck I've ever
Soros?
seen. Anyway, I won't go into the details now and bore you, but to avoid hitting him, I hit a tree. I hit a big fat tree.
Yeah.
Crushed my
Big,
car, my wife's car.
Very meaty
I crushed
tree.
my wife's car. I feel bad about that, but it's all fine, and I'm fine, and my brother's fine, and blah, blah, blah. Congratulations to everybody on the film festival. Thank you to the East Hampton Police Department, the town police department, for coming to my aid. They came in and
What
we
is
filed a
this?
report with them. Officer,
And thank you for not arresting me this time.
Gerken.
Oh, you even spelt it.
And there was another gentleman there, I didn't get his name, but Officer Gerken from the East Hampton Police
Officer
Department.
Gerken!
As nice as can be and as pleasant as
I'm
can
not
be about the
joking,
whole
you
thing.
Is that a stealing bird?
And my wife's car is
I caught him
pretty smashed up.
jerking my
Big
brother
tree,
Billy.
Big fat tree. And I'm going to LA to see my family. Can't wait.
Okay, wait. That look, that side eye, or look up into the sky, that was great. Hang on.
I think that was a ceiling bird. Oh, those damn ceiling birds strike again.
I'm going to LA to see my family. Can't wait. Going out to California to gather my family together, spend a few days out there, and then come home. And I'm still so proud of my wife.
Just obtained
least he didn't
exclusive
shoot it.
dash cam video showing the
Why
moment.
is he proud of his? What did his wife do?
Hilaria, what does she do?
Yeah. Why is he proud of her? Like, what did she do in relation to all this?
She loaned him his testicles back for the day.
Alec Baldwin was drunk, guaranteed. Yeah, no fucking shit. Wonder who was driving that garbage truck. Oh, I heard that she was on
Yeah.
Dancing with the Stars. What, did she get knocked out?
I'm not sure. Probably.
I heard that she's like super annoying on Dancing with the Stars because she has like she pretends to have a Latina accent.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She talks with a Latina accent. She's like pure white.
That's not the passenger seat. That is the driver's seat as far as I'm concerned. Looks like the driver's seat to me. Fake Spanish accent. How do you say cucumber? Cucumber. Oh, that is brilliant. I love Alec Baldwin memes.
Yeah.
I just love them. Let's see if we can find some more. Nothing is ever his fault. This is a whale. Lying is a cherished core value. Oh dear. I chopped off my thumbs to prevent another accidental shooting. Also, we were talking the other day about Hannah. We need to look Hannah up. Where is she?
tried the other day. There's nothing since she got out of jail.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Yeah, that's true. How often do people just crash into trees? Like straight on like that?
I mean, if you're trying to avoid something, it's possible, or you're drunk.
I mean, it's a good ad for Range Rover. Is it Range Rover?
Yeah.
Safety's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. More bullshit. Alec Baldwin getting away with more crime. He was probably drinking. This is a cry for help. A once masculine man who gave his balls to Hillary, who thinks she's Spanish. Talk about allowing a woman to destroy your life. A weak beta man who sold his soul to the left. Look, he was already beta.
Yeah.
I don't think it's Hilaria's fault. Actually, her name's Hillary, isn't it? And she changed it to Hilaria.
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't blame her for that, but
That's fair. How often does a whale of a trash truck cut someone off? Well, I mean, so Trump in the garbage truck, yeah. If he had hurt somebody, then it would be a huge deal, right?
yeah.
Fortunately, he didn't.
Yeah.
Fortunately for him, this time he didn't.
Just an innocent tree.
Just an innocent tree, right? And I think the tree actually looks fine. I think the tree's probably been there for quite a long time. But yeah, I mean, fortunately for him, he didn't hurt anybody this time. But his luck's running out. Like third time is not going to be the charm for him. I think if he hurts somebody, I don't know what he's fucking on. Right? I'd love to see his prescriptions. Quercetin, you know that stuff, quercetin?
Yeah.
It's like a really intense antidepressant, anti-anxiety. I reckon he's on something like that.
Probably.
Yeah.
Got like 20 kids and have to deal with Hilaria.
Well, and he's also just a turd.
That too.
Yeah. I reckon he's on something strong. Something like what Kurt's on. Did you see that?
I missed that.
Did you miss it?
Yeah.
May managed to. Well, May didn't even ask him what drugs he was on. He just started to blurt out all his prescriptions that he's on.
Oh, good Lord.
I know. It's like, oh, I'm on these antidepressants, blah blah blah. Just like, dude. TMI.
We know.
Oh yeah, there was. Oh, beautiful waterfall. You have got to watch the Alyssa clip from Meme's birthday stream. It's so good. It is so good. Meme was on fire. He was on fire. Kurt is so gay. He is. Oh yeah, you saw it, man. He's depressed. He can't sleep.
Oh, I like Kurt. He's a good guy.
He's not. He's like, Nick had everything I could have ever wanted.
Cocaine? What?
Yes. except for the black guys dicking down your wife.
Well.
Yeah.
Oh, Kurt might like that. I don't know.
Well, I mean, he had a wife. But
oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not likely to ever happen. But yeah, pet Kurt. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay. So you need to go to Alyssa Clips and you need to look at the meme birthday stream. It's fucking great. It is very good. Oh, hey, Jim Cox.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah. Okay, so this has been fun. Ah, dear. Yeah, I haven't really held back today, have I? Oops.
No. Go figure.
Oh well. Oh well, too bad. So sad. Couldn't give a shit.
Yep.
These things happen.
Yeah,
Oh,
guys.
what do you got going?
Next week, I got courtroom roulette in the morning at 10 a.m. Eastern, where we tour different courtrooms around the country. Michigan, Ohio, Texas, stuff like that. And then I'll be doing a trial this week, local trial. Not sure yet which one. It's most likely going to be on Thursday, at 5 p.m. Eastern, but I will keep you guys updated. There's two different ones that I'm looking at right now. One is possibly going forward is a pro se guy in Tennessee. The other is one I probably wouldn't normally do in Ohio, Judge Oda's court. But I found the guy's Facebook and a little dirt on it, and we'll see.
Judge Oda, he
Yeah.
really needs to get some antiperspirant.
I see what you did there.
Pooh. Big shout out to Lana at Truth and Transparency. You are awesome. Everyone go subscribe to Lana because we watched a fair bit of her stuff today. Also, Laurie Hellis, LORIHELLIS. Go subscribe to her too. Her channel. We watched a fair bit of her today as well.
And Uncivil Law, Kurt, friend of the show.
Meme Copium. Go subscribe to Josh, even though he's a Kiwi. I mean, Kiwis aren't that bad, except for the whole sheep thing. Right, Laura? Thanks, everyone, for hanging out. And, yeah, best friend of the show. Those Aussies, they do add syllables and apparently consonants to words. Yeah, Jim Coxer. Jimbo. All right, Judge Oda. Yeah. All right, we'll see you probably like tomorrow or the next day, and we'll keep doing these as long as there's
stuff
as long as there's news. As long as there's news. Oh, one more thing. That I'll just tell you that there's no news about Desi.
Aww.
Desi's not been found. So Desi's out there living his best life, being not a sovereign citizen. Not a sovereign citizen. Yeah. Is Kurt mixed up in the HTC drama?
Kurt may be the stalker. We're not sure.
He could be the stalker.
Did he go to CrimeCon?
I don't think they'd let him in.
True.
I think
he might be trying to solve his crime, but
okay. So if they were to see him talking about his pizza casserole and inviting people over and all that stuff about liking young women and stuff like that, his preferences for women, then I don't think that the one mamas would really appreciate
probably
that.
Not.
No. Yeah,
well.
that. I don't know. He does have some following amongst the wine mums.
He does.
But
yeah,
maybe he could go there and do like a cooking class.
There you go. Do some workout videos like
workout
George
videos.
Simmons.
Yep. Maybe.
Richard Simmons.
Maybe, but yeah, if they saw his dating Betamax,
yeah,
not sure.
I thought that was a good try.
Yeah, if Kurt was smart, he'd go to CrimeCon to find a girlfriend. I picked. See, he's just gonna have to broaden his horizons as far as dating is concerned. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Problem.
Yeah, well, he has brought his horizons down below 18, allegedly.
Yeah, like a 7+. Yeah. I don't see there being any romance on the horizon at present. But anyway,
you never know.
I think that's probably already happened, Eric. Yeah. Anyway, there's a serial killer in Houston? Really?
Supposedly. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into it too much.
Okay, time for the song. Time for the song.
Her name was Ella. She was an Aussie. She was a fake lawyer from the future. She got on YouTube and made some live streams.
He wanted to go to prom with her.
Because she's an 803 to the attention, excited utterance. Her cat is staring from windows, listen, we are sensitive.